Everyone turn on your camera. Then today we'll start with complex permanent tissue. We have learned about simple permanent tissue, right? Yes, everyone? Everyone are there? Razi,
Yes,
Shazam,
ma'am.
Arnam. Okay, then that's great. Everyone fine?
Ma'am, but Advika's not there.
She'll come. Then everyone fine, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. Everyone full of energy? No, no. Then drink water and jump. Keep full of energy. Let's start our bio class. Okay, so first is complex. Today we are going to learn about complex permanent tissue. Okay. Now, here there are two kinds of complex permanent tissue. First is xylem. The next one
Ma'am,
is
xylem and
phloem.
phloem, right?
Yes, correct.
Ma'am, you just told us the names last class.
I have told you.
No, you
Okay.
just told us the names. You didn't go in detail about it.
Okay. And what is
Ma'am, you
complex
only told us
permanent
the
tissue?
names.
Yeah, what is complex permanent tissue? They are made up of more than one type of tissues and they coordinate to perform function. Okay, so this xylem, right? This xylem, it contains, what does it contains? Tracheids, okay, and it contains one more vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Okay. So this xylem, it contains tracheate vessels, xylem phylum, parenchyma, then xylem fibers. Okay. So this first will go for the tracheates. Okay. Now this tracheates, it is dead. It is dead cell and it is long tubular structure. Okay, with tapering ends like this tapering ends. See, okay. Now, next, they help in transport of water and mineral vertically. So, vertical transport of water and mineral. Vertically means this is horizontal. So, in vertical direction, the transport of water is
Ma'am,
done
it's
by
red
this
long tubule, ma'am, after that.
tapering ends. Okay,
Ma'am, what it is written in STEU, ma'am, what is
which one?
ma'am, after tube?
Structure. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Structure you have
Razi?
written in 4 words, ma'am.
Yeah, I have just written short form. Should I write fully? You guys can write fully, okay?
No, ma'am, it's fine. You say it now.
Okay. So tracheates, what does it do? It transport water and minerals. 1 minute, 1 minute. I'll, it is more looking organized. Okay. So transports water and minerals in vertical direction. Got it? Yes. Everyone understood?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, we have vessels, and these are also dead cell, and they have wall which is made up of lignin. Their wall contains lignin, and they are long. Their cells, I mean, long tube-like structure. Okay, understood.
Yes, ma'am.
And next we have the xylem parenchyma. These are the only living cells. Living cells. When cells are dead, what cells we call dead? How do we know that whether the cell is dead or not? So if cell doesn't have protoplasm, then it is dead cell. Okay. Now we have this parenchyma, living cells, and their cell walls are thin. Cell walls thin. What is the work of parenchyma? We have already learned, right? It stores food, and it helps in the sideway transport of water. Okay. Last is this xylem fiber. This is also dead cells. These are also dead cells. So they are elongated cells with tapping in, and they have thick cell wall. And what is its function? It is supportive. Okay, everyone understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what is the function?
Supportive.
Okay.
Yeah, it gives support to this xylem. Now we have the phloem. So this phloem, it has 5 type of cells. Okay. So what are those? Can anyone tell? Sieve tubes. Next, no. Sieve cells. Next, anyone? Companion cell. Phloem, parenchyma, phloem, fibers. It's raining here. Is it raining there also? No?
Ma'am,
Yes.
phloem transports glucose, ma'am, the food that plants make.
Yes. Correct. This is transport of food. And this is okay. Now we have sleep view. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then that's good. Okay, no. First thing is sleep tubes. See, here in this phloem, all cells are living except this one, dead. And in xylem, what? All cells are dead except this one, living. Okay, understood? Now
Yes,
this,
ma'am.
yes, now this sieve tubes, they are tubular cells with perforated walls, holes.
Ma'am,
Perforated means holes, pierced with holes. Okay, and they contain thin layer of cytoplasm.
Ma'am, it's a tube-like cell with, ma'am, after that with what you have written, I can't see.
Perforated. Okay, perforated. Okay. Now here thin layer of they contain thin layer of cytoplasm, very thin layer, and they contain sieve plates. There is yeah. This this is called sieve plates. Okay. Where is that? Now in sieve cells, they are long and they don't does not contain sieve plates. And next we have companion cell. They are small elongated cell. Okay. Their walls are not perforated and they have cytoplasm, okay, and cytoplasm active. And they help sieve tubes in the translocation of food. What do you mean by translocation? Transport of food is called translocation. Transport of food in plants. Okay. So this they help this companion cells help this sieve tubes. That's why it is called companion cells. Then we have our phloem parenchyma. They are thin walled and they help in storage. Parenchyma means storage mostly. Okay, and here also sideway transport or translocation of food. Okay, now we have last thing that is phloem fibers. They are thick walled.
Ma'am, I'm not able to see anything. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thick walled and they give mechanical strength. That is, they are supportive in nature. Okay. Now, so this is complex permanent tissue, and this xylem and phloem, right? They together they form vascular bundles. Okay. Now, everyone quickly, let's go to who will tell. Okay, only 2 questions I'm going to ask. In xylem, which is the living part?
From xylem parenchyma.
Okay, Arham, in phloem, which is the dead part?
Now what?
Only dead part. Which is the only dead part in phloem?
Um, phloem.
You can tell Arham very easy, right? It's very easy because sieve tubes, sieve cells, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, they are all living part. Then what is the dead part? Say, phloem fibers. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, one more thing. Vascular bundles are made up of
Xylem and phloem.
Okay, correct. Next. Any doubts here?
No, ma'am.
Shazan, Advika,
No, ma'am.
or they're staying there. They are outside, Advika.
No, ma'am. I take class on my balcony.
Okay. Next, we'll start with animal tissues. Okay. Now, this animal tissues, we have 4 types. I think the starting of tissue chapter we have already learned, right? Epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous. Okay. So, first thing we are going to learn about is epithelial. What are epithelial? They are protective tissue of the animal body. So, what was the protective tissue in the plant? Razi,
Yes, ma'am.
what was the protective tissue in plants?
Ma'am, parenchyma.
In plants, really? Shazan,
Yes,
last time
ma'am.
we have learned, right? The protective tissues.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, in
Ma'am,
plants,
in
what
8th
was
class.
in plants?
Ma'am, means last time means in this year only or last year?
Ma'am,
This
epidermis.
year, I in
Oh,
my class. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. Razi,
Epidermis, ma'am.
yes, correct. So here in animal cell, the protective tissue is pen is not right. One, okay. Epithelial.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have a question. Ma'am, in the sieve plates, ma'am, what exactly are this? What exactly do they filter? Like, what's the point of the sieve plates?
Filter it in the tissue. Yeah, this sieve plate,
Yes, ma'am.
the food particles or the this phloem is food transport, right? Food translocation, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
whichever part they need, they filter. Okay. Epithelial tissues. These are protective.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, the inner lining of our mouth is also made up of epithelial tissues, no?
Yes. Correct. So there are many kinds of epithelial tissues. The first one we are going to talk about is, wait, before that we'll learn, right? It is like epithelial cell tissues are like barrier. They act like barrier to keep different body parts separate from each other. Okay, body systems like digestive system from the excretory system. All this they act as a barrier. Okay. Now here cells are tightly packed. Okay, and they form continuous sheet. Okay, like they form continuous sheet. And about the intracellular space, because they are tightly packed, right? So sometimes, yeah, they don't have the intercellular space. Okay. First kind is squamous epithelial tissue. They are they protect skin. Okay, they are present in the skin, and there are 2 types. One is simple squamous epithelial tissue. Another one, it's stratified squamous epithelial tissue. Okay. Now, in the simple epithelial tissue, they are flat, okay, and thin. And where they do occur, they occur in lining of blood vessels. The vessels are blood container. Okay, so blood vessels and lung alveoli where the gaseous exchange happen, and they cover the esophagus. Esophagus is our food pipe. Then in the lining of mouth, simple squamous epithelial tissues, they are flat and thin, and they are present in the lining of the blood vessels and the lung alveoli. Then they cover esophagus,
Ma'am,
and also they are in the lining of mouth.
lung, what?
lung alveoli. Here the gaseous exchange happens. The carbon dioxide and oxygen exchange, it happens here. Okay, so it is present in the lungs. Okay, and their lining, the lining of the alveoli, it is made up of squamous, simple squamous epithelial tissues. Okay, everyone understood, right? Now, yes. Next, we have the stratified squamous epithelial tissue. They are present outer side of the skin, and this here they are present here, and this stratified, right? It is made up of layers, many layers. Okay, am I audible? And this, what does this
Yes,
do?
ma'am, you're audible.
Okay, then this is resistant to mechanical injury, also waterproof. This is simple, and this is stratified squamous. See, there are many layers. Here only a single layer. Understood? You can say difference between simple epithelial and stratified epithelial tissue, right? First thing is, in simple epithelial tissue, they are present inside, okay, and they are contained in the lining of blood vessels, then alveoli, then they cover the esophagus, and they are also present in the lining of the mouth. Now this stratified, and also they are flat and thin, single layers here in the simple, and in stratified there are many layers present, and they are outside of the skin, inside the skin this, outside of the skin this. Okay, and they are resistant to mechanical injury and waterproof. Also they are waterproof. Okay, everyone got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, we have the cuboidal. You can say from the name itself, right? Cuboidal, cube-like cells. So here, cube-shaped cells, and they have round nucleus. And where they are present? They are present in kidney, tubules, and ducts of salivary gland. And what is its function? They provide mechanical support. They also help in absorption, excretion, and secretion. This is our cuboidal squamous tissue, tube-like structures. This is 2D, right? That's why it is showing like square, but actually it is cuboidal. Okay. Next, we have columnar epithelial tissues. Same thing here also tissues. Here, look into this picture and tell me what type of cell will it have. This is the columnar. Arham, can you see this, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Shazan, you're present.
Yes, ma'am, I'm present.
Okay. Advika, present. Okay. So columnar, what type of cell will it contain? This is like cube, and this is long
They are
column,
also,
pillar like, tall. Okay. Yes, Razi, you were telling something.
no, ma'am. Ma'am, you told.
So they are tall, pillar like, and their nucleus, how was the nucleus? It was elongated nucleus. And where this is present? This is present in inner lining of intestine. You guys know intestine, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Shazan? Shazan?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what is intestine?
I'm small intestine and large intestine.
Yeah, you know. Okay. So what happens here? Which system is it part of? Which body system is it part of?
Digestive system.
Yes. So this intestine is a part of digestive system. Okay. It is present below the stomach. Okay, Arhan? They help in the movement across the barrier, or they facilitate the movement. Okay. Next, the last thing we have is ciliated. You can say it by name itself, ciliated. That means this squamous epithelial tissue will contain, not squamous, this epithelial tissue will be containing what? Cilia. Ciliated columnar epithelium tissue. They possess or they contain, or do they contain? They contain cilia, and cilia have the ability to move. So this help in the transport of mucus, the movement of mucus, and other thing also. So this movement pushes substances. Okay. Now here, where is it present? It is present in the respiratory tract, kidney tubules, and ducts. All the okay. Next, last one. This thing I should have done this. Okay. Next we have the last one. Okay. Last one is glandular epithelium. Here, what happens is epithelial tissue will fold, and it will form multicellular gland, and that is called glandular epithelium. Epithelial tissues fold and form gland, and this is called, what is gland? Is an organ that makes one or more substances, like
Like salivary gland.
yes, okay, correct. Now I'll show you the pictures. So this is our, what is this thing? This has cilia. So this is,
Ciliated columnar epithelium.
this is long also, right? And what is this? This are different types of glandular epithelium. There is folding of tissues, right? Epithelial tissues. And it is forming gland. Understood, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, we have the connective tissues. Okay. So here, this tissue help the body organs to connect with each other. Okay. So there are like many types of connective tissues. First one is blood, and blood is fluid connective tissue. And Shazan, what does it contain? Shazan?
Ma'am, RBCs and WBCs.
Yes, RBCs and WBCs, and one more thing, plasma.
Platelets.
Yes, platelets. So these help in transport, protection, and what did they write? Platelets. Okay, and platelets for clotting of blood. Okay, so protection, right? Transport and blood clotting, their functions. Okay. Next, we have the bone. How does this look like? This blood, see, it looks like this. This is WBC, red blood cells.
Yes, ma'am, I've seen those before.
It is very beautiful, right, Arham? Next, we have, we'll complete this only, okay? Next, we have the bone. They are strong and non-flexible. They are rigid, right? Strong, rigid. And they are made up of,
And calcium.
yes, they are rich in calcium and phosphorus. And they are made up of proteins. Their matrix is made up of proteins, okay? Now, this bone, they form a framework and they support the body. See this bone, these all are bones, right? Different bones. They are forming a framework and they help in the support, right? If there is no bone, how we would be, right? We would be so slippery. There won't be any structure, right? And next we have the ligament. Okay, so ligament, what is it? This tissue, this connective tissue connect one bone to other bone. So this is one bone, right? Here we have our bone, right?
Ma'am, so the tissue goes in between the bones.
Yeah, this is our ligament. Okay, the joining of two bones is the work of ligament. Understood? And they are very elastic, and they have strength also because they are fixing, right? Next we have tendons. They are inelastic. Elastic means they are stretchable. Okay, inelastic, they are not stretchable. Okay, so they join skeletal muscle to bones, right? So this is our tendons. This bone and this muscles are joined by the tendon, and bone are joined by the ligament. Okay, understood, Arham?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood, Razi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll complete this. Okay. Next, we have areolar tissues. This is also a connective tissue. They are supporting and packing tissue. They are found between the organs, okay, in the body cavity, wherever there is cavity present, right? Cavity means there is nothing present, the hole, nothing is there. There, this areolar tissues are found between organs lying in body cavity. Okay, so between, for example, between skin and muscle, then around vessels, blood vessels, nerves, and also in bone marrow. Inside the bone, we have bone marrow. Okay, and that is made up of alveolar tissue. Next, last one we have adipose tissue. Last one of the connective tissue is adipose tissue, and they are fat reservoir. That means they store fat, and they act as insulator also. They are located between located between the skin below. They are located, sorry, they are located below the skin, in between internal organ. Inside our body, there are many organs, right? So between the skins, they are located. That's all about the connective tissues. And here are the diagrams. This is adipose tissue, and this is our alveolar tissue, and this is bone, and this is blood. Okay, everyone got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Arham, Shazan,
No,
Raz,
ma'am.
no. Then, okay, tell me types of connective tissues. Arham, name them.
Ma'am, which one?
Connective tissues.
Um,
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 connective tissues.
um,
Aram, you can do it. Come on, soon, soon, soon. At least one. At least one.
I'm trying not to look at your screen.
Okay, you can look. You can look. Soon, soon, soon.
Um,
Okay, tell me the connective tissue which join bone to bone.
what, ma'am?
Tell me the
Was
name.
it ligament or something? I don't know.
Yes, correct. Perfect, Arham. Okay. Now, Razi, tell me the names of connective tissues.
Ma'am, there are total 6 connective tissues. They are blood, bones, ligament, tendons, areolar, and adipose tissue.
Okay. Then, one more thing. Tell me about the epithelial tissues. What are the types? Soon, soon, soon.
Epithelial tissues.
Yes.
Ma'am,
The
they are,
protect-
squamous, cuboidal, columnar, and glandular.
yes. Ciliated.
Yes, ma'am, ciliated.
Okay. And in the complex permanent tissue, tell me xylem, what is it made up of? What is xylem made up of?
Xylem.
Yes.
Ma'am, they are made up of dead cells.
Yes. And what does it constitute?
Ma'am, it transports water and minerals.
No, what does it constitute? What does it contain? What does it made up of? Tracheids, vessels, xylem, parenchyma, and xylem fibers.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then phloem.
Ma'am, phloem is made up of sieve tubes, sieve cells, and companion cells of phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers.
Okay, perfect. Then Arham, tell me what is the function of phloem?
Function of what?
Phloem.
Um,
Very
no, that
easy.
one I forgot.
Phloem. Phloem.
Uh,
When you hear phloem, you say fa. Food.
I forgot.
Transport of food. It is very easy to remember, right, Arham? So what will be xylem? What will be xylem then? If phloem is transport of food, then what will be the xylem?
What, man?
What will be the xylem? If phloem is transport of food, then xylem will be,
Asylum will be
what is its function?
I don't know.
What does plant require? It requires food, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And what does mainly, what is it requires? When you plant a plant, what do you do? When you put a seed in the soil, what do you pour?
Water.
Yes, water. So xylem is
Transports
helping.
water.
Yeah. So xylem help in the transport of the water to all the parts of the plants, like leaves and all that. Okay. And the food, right, from the leaves, it will get into the all other parts. Okay. Understood? Arham? Razi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Any doubts? Arham? No?
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
then thank you guys. Only two topics are left, okay? That is muscular tissue and nervous tissue, and it is very short topic. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
okay, bye bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
You are there, Shazan?
Yes, ma'am. I came just right now, just 5 minutes ago.
Okay, then you can watch. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay, if you have any doubt, you can watch the video, okay?
Yes, ma'am. No problem. Or I'll go in the handout.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yes, ma'am.